Megan Morris, Quartney Mixon, and Maria Garcia Sanchez on Bachelor in Paradise Canada Season 2 on City. On Bachelor in Paradise Canada Season 2, the Bachelorette Season 17 alum Quartney Mixon, from Dallas, Texas, found himself in some significant drama, with a rocky connection with Lisa Mancini from Street Catherine's aunt, leading to his self-elimination. Throughout his time in Paradise, Mixon infamously established a connection with the Bachelor Canada Season 3 alum Mancini, but things got heated when she wanted to keep pursuing other people, kissing other singles, and Mixon was not on the same page. Interestingly enough, Mancini was not someone Mixon thought he would have connection with in Paradise after watching her on previous Bachelor programming. She was the last person I was thinking that I'd actually create a connection with, Mixon told Yahoo Canada. But we ran into each other, we started talking, and 15-20 minutes go by, and we just noticed that the conversation, it just keeps going and it's interesting. We're laughing, we're having a good time. I guess after getting that first one-on-one and things going really well, and a little bit of validation into the interest she had for me, I went ahead and kind of pursued that. I guess it wasn't as mutual as I thought, so it kind of caught me blindsided more than one time. She kind of made me interested and didn't show interest at the same time, and that's where things just got a little messy. To refresh your memory, after establishing this connection and sharing a kiss, Mancini also kissed Connor Brennan. Mixon confronted Lisa about that kiss, and she was adamant that she wanted to get a full Paradise experience, which meant spending time with as many people as possible. Despite Mixon's concerns about Mancini's lack of commitment to him, he gave her his rose in the first rose ceremony. Mixon's issue with Mancini escalated in each episode, and most recently, we saw her and Cole Metters talk about their strong feelings for each other after they kissed twice. After Mixon tried to talk to more people in Paradise before the second rose ceremony, where the women were handing out the roses, Nithisha Kitheswaran from Stouffville, aunt, indicated she was thinking about whether Mixon, Edward Naranjo, Godfrey Mangweza, or Gary Ida were most worthy of her rose. Ultimately, Mixon decided to self-eliminate himself before the second rose ceremony. The main consideration was, well, there's going to be more girls on the beach, and there's probably going to be one that shows up that I'm going to be more interested in than anybody here, Mixon said about his decision to leave Paradise. But at the same time, I'd have to make it to the next day, and I tried to get at least a little bit of validation from anybody there to see if there was a connection, or if I was getting a rose. What's funny is I think that Nithisha was in between Edward Naranjo and I think me leaving automated her to give that friendship rose to Eddie. But in the back of my mind, I was just like, I could be using this time elsewhere. I've exhausted everything here. There are days I said, reality TV is just not for me. From the outset of his time on Bachelor in Paradise Canada, Mixon told himself that there were two ways he could approach this experience. One was I could go out there, talk to everyone, be a flirt, show my charm and charisma, Mixon explained. When I first got there were a lot of people that were interested in me, so I could have went that way as far as trying to build multiple connections. Or just stick with one connection because we're only there for a couple of weeks and see where that goes. Especially since I'm in Texas and we're in Canada, I chose the route of finding one person and just seeing how it went. When it comes to this type of dating experience, Mixon believes that the timing may be too short to find a lasting connection, but there is still merit in dating away from the distractions of everyday life. I think that there's something about getting away from technology, phones, dating apps, distractions, and just investing in somebody, Mixon said. I think That'll formula is there to find something good, especially in a place like paradise where you're in front of a beach. You're with good people, drinks, good food, and good vibes. I do think that the timetable is just a little too short to actually find something genuine there. That's just my opinion. In terms of Mixon's future in the Bachelor world, he isn't completely ruling out any future appearances just yet. There are days I said, reality TV is just not for me. Mixon admitted, there are days where I'm like, if the right person were to show up, things would be great. So that's something that I'm just torn between, and something that I think only time can tell.